Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing great. Thanks for stopping by. This is multi-grain cereal called Tom Brown. It's so delicious, so rich and healthy. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make it from scratch. So let's get started. And here are all the ingredients I'll be using for our Tom Brown. It's a mixture of grains and legumes and fruit. Date is a fruit. So I'll have here half cup of oats. I'll be using half cup of oats. I also have here 1 cup of millet, 1 cup of Guinea corn, 1.5 cup of maize or corn, 1 cup of dates, 1 cup of soya beans, and the half cup of groundnut or peanuts. The next thing I'm going to do now is wash everything one after the other. I wash all of them excluding the oatmeal. We're not washing the oats, but I wash every other one. So let's continue. I'll start with the soya beans. I'll also cook it for about 20 to 30 minutes after washing it. I'll transfer this to the stove and cook for about 20 to 30 minutes, and while that is going on, I'll then rinse or wash the remaining ingredients. I like to rinse my dates because I buy mine from an open market, so it's some kind of dusty. So I rinse it, dry it before breaking it to remove the seed, and then we'll continue from there. and I'll leave it in the sieve to drain water. Same thing I did with the other ones. Our soya beans is cooked. I cooked this for 30 minutes. So I'll take it out from the stove, run some cold water on it, and then wash off the skin. Of the skin, I will also transfer it into a basket or sieve to drain some water. Next, I'll transfer to the tray where I'm going to leave it for about 1 or 2 hours to dry off a bit before we go to the next step. And I did same with all of them. So I'll continue to stir and roast this for about 10 minutes or so till it becomes lighter, and you also see it popping. Yes, guinea corns also pop. And once it starts popping, you know that it is ready. Take it out from the fire. Don't allow it to burn. It's popping. It is done. Next, I will roast the millet. Same as the guinea corn, it also pops. I'll continue to roast the corn until dry. You also know that it's ready when it starts popping, but it's not going to pop like popcorn. You just feel will start popping, and when you see that, you know that your corn is ready to be taken down. Just stir for a few more minutes and I'll take it down from the stove. Next, I'll transfer the grains into my grinder and grind. If you don't have a strong grinder, take this to the commercial grinder to grind. To get a fine powder, I will sieve it and I'll continue to grind and sieve it until I'm done with all the grains. Thank you for watching. Please keep watching until you see the end results. Thank you. And this is what I got after all the grinding and sieving and regrinding and sieving. And here finally we have our thumb brown powder. It's looking so smooth and beautiful with the color. So the next thing I'll do is to allow it to cool down here before transferring into an airtight container where we're going to be storing it. This can store or stay for about 6 months. Now let's make our tom brown porridge with our tom brown powder. Scoop some of the tom brown powder into a plate. It depends on how many people you're making this for. I'm making mine for 2 people, so I'll be using about 4 or 5 of the tablespoons. And transfer the mixed tom brown powder into it. Then stir until it cooks and thickens. I removed some amount of water because I wouldn't want it to be too light. But if it becomes too thick for my liking, I will also add a little more water to it. So this is how to make tom brown powder and a tom brown porridge from scratch. This meal is very nutritious, very rich. You can see all the grains we added here, about 7 ingredients. You can also use up to 10 ingredients. You can add rice to it, you can add wheat to it, but I decided to skip those ones because adults will be eating this. We don't want to get too fat. It is good for both children from 6 months old and above and the adults. You can add this milk. If you're giving it to your child, add your baby's milk to it. If you're an adult, you can eat it this way. You can also decide to add it milk. If you are still here with me, thank you so much. I really appreciate. God bless you. Please don't forget to like and also share the video to your friends and families. Until I see you again in my next video, remain blessed and safe. I love you all. Bye bye.